Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is part 14 of the Agora Model Optimus Prime, and to this video I'm going to be building the blaster. Which, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and doing that. So I need this part right here, and one of these little bits of metal. Make sure it's not the magnetic one. I had to double check on that. But yeah, it's not the magnetic one. It's just the metal. Little piece of metal. Have to glue and then slot in. Yeah, slots in. Yeah, metal will slot in right there, and I have to just glue that somehow. On that. I need this piece, and this was actually included as part 11 way back when. And this bit right here, this cable. Done, and then get that off the side. And so this, okay, so the one with this needs to go through here. Needs to go through here as well. So I'm going to go through there and through here. And they don't go together. Oop. Go backwards. Through here like that, and then this one goes through like that. Yeah, gotta be back to back. Guessing, yeah, eventually they're gonna come together in some way. Oh, yeah, most assuredly, probably like that, considering. Anyway, oop. So there we go. Just get that. Not telling me to attach them all yet, but just get that through. So. Next up will be little circuit board, and and then I also need the battery compartment and this wire as well. So the battery compartment, the circuit board. Yeah, it looks like this. The battery compartment plugs into this one right here. And then this is the switch. This will plug into the bottom one on the circuit board right here. And this one, after being threaded through all this, will plug into this one right here. Right? Far enough. Ooh. Yeah, look, now I need this bit, which is part of the back half of the gun, and this. Okay, so this mounts. Where does this mount? Oh, it's gonna mount right here. It looks like. Yeah, right there, I guess. And then this part is going to slot in right here, like that. Okay. Why is there so much excess wire? They give you excess wire when you don't need it, and when you do need it, they don't give you enough wire. Yeah, they want me to feed this all through down here. Like that. Looks like. Yeah. Okay. This will need 2.3 by 6s. Okay. It's gonna go up here in some way, but these I have to make sure that these are routed down here. that. Okay, now TR 12, 21, 24. Put these two little tiny pieces together. And of course, they want glue on it. Yep. Okay. That's in place. That took a lot more effort than I thought it would. Jeez. 12, 16. These two bits got to go together, and of course it's got to use glue, because of course it does. Okay, so this goes right here, that, and this goes right here. Ah, I see what's going on. That. And then, okay. And now I need to, well, these parts. So I gotta be sure not to pinch anything in the process. Make sure everything's lined up properly, and goes in right there, and then okay. And making sure everything goes together nicely. Okay, it's all come together, and that needs probably a bunch of screws. Right, so that's the large chunk of the back out of the gun done. Now it's these two parts, and they'll go on. Again, making sure this stuff that's going forward. This will go on right here. Again, making sure that doesn't get pinched. And this will go on over top. But first, actually, okay. These have to come together first. They also told me to install 2 AAAs. Make sure the lights work. Yep, that works. Nothing holding it close together down there. That's interesting. Now we finally have to do that. Then I put this on, and that will go like that. I'll take 2.3x6s. So that's held together now. Put a little dab of glue inside of there, and hopefully that will, of course, I'm going to hold that longer because that is want to pop itself right apart. Here 11, 60, 11. So these parts right here, supposed to there like that. This little green bit goes in right here. And this screw together right here with a PB 2.3x6. So there's there's that half of a thing. And okay, 172. These bits right here, and another metal piece. Okay, so this goes on right here like that. It's another 2.3 by 6. So that's on right there. And then right here, this I need to add load 65. This piece gets put on right there. Let's say there, and then put that in like that. See this? I don't know why they told me to put this part on earlier. It's like, you know, why not put it on when, you know, have the other part ready to go? So this then goes right here. It's right here. Yeah, it'd be right there, I guess. It goes there. And then I put the other. This part on. Make sure this is out of the way. This goes over top. Make sure also that doesn't get caught up in there. Okay, and then bring in the next half. This part, which now make sure that this thing actually stays in place. And then that's going to be glue. Okay. Actually snapped together real tight, but you know, still glue. I'm supposed to attach a magnet to this piece. So, magnet attached, and then okay, more magnets going on this one right there in those little recesses. Okay, those magnets are attached, and now we need to take this piece and goes in here like that. Am I supposed to? Doesn't seem like it. Ah, okay, use this friction, I guess. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then that's gonna. Doesn't seem to work very well considering how recessed that is, but okay. Here's the weird thing. They want me to, okay, I have to feed this wire back in and then attach all this and use, okay, that's weird. All right, so that's attached. I guess glue that in and then, so magnet's attached, which means you can attach to this thing, and this goes on like this. There. There we go. Closer to finished. Okay, I gotta glue a bunch of these things together. That's gonna be fun. Okay, so they're gonna be drying. You'll see them in a little bit, but right now I'm just gonna let the glue dry before I pull them out. I need this piece right here, and again another metal strip to go in there for magnet stuff. This little piece and this will go on here, I guess. Like that, although it's, yeah, not gonna stay on until I get it attached elsewhere, and then I gotta do the same thing for the other side. Those are ready for something, don't know what yet. Ah, okay, now it's time to attach these to the gun. Apparently, yeah, there's little slots along there, and I gotta, okay, wider side at the top. Okay, got those on, and also discovered that they're so tight I don't need glue. You can see there, all there. Apparently I gotta glue these little rod pieces onto the sides right below those bits. I'm gonna see if they actually need glue or not. Oh yeah, it's gonna need glue. That is super loose to the point I'm not sure glue's actually gonna help. So I got the bars on. I also went ahead and reattached the magnets on the next step anyway, just because it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna touch the magnet. And now it's time for me to attach these bits, which I have to these have to be plugged in here, and those, well, see if they actually require, oh yeah, it's gonna require glue. Those are pretty much attached there, and now panels. Attach this stuff, namely, the back of the blaster. Those, it looks like they just tell me to attach those with no glue. It looks like it's, yeah, it goes in pretty solid. I'm not any problems. That's a screw hole cover, which, let's see if this needs glue. Yeah, that's gonna need glue. Great, so that's in. I got a little bit of glue on the outer panel, and now there's one last thing to do, and that's attaching this bit right here. That just goes in there, and that doesn't need glue because they just want you to glue in this part. Then they're on this outer ring, which, will that actually need glue? Let's find out. Well, that friction's in pretty well. Now it spins, but I don't know. I'll put a dab of glue on there. And with that attached, that's the blaster done, which, man, from practically pistol size. Yeah, you can school cool stuff. Yeah. So that's the blaster, which means there's only one more piece to do, and that's the axe, which should be pretty quick. But I'm just gonna do it on its own thing because, yeah. So one more video to go before it's all built. So that's it for this one. I hope you found it entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social medias down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon. I shall see you next time with another video review.